Welcome to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. Today's dish is pasta con vongole, or pasta with clams. Who would have thought these four ingredients, olive oil, garlic, clams, and pasta, would make such a wonderful dish? Welcome back to the Nonno Giorgio and Rory Cooking Italian for Weight Loss channel. Today we're going to do one of our absolute favorite recipes, pasta con vongole, or pasta with clams. It's a wonderful dish you can get all over Italy. We've had it in Rome, Venice, I've had it in Milan. It's all up and down southern Italy along the coast. Just a wonderful, wonderful Italian dish. And Rory loved in Venice.
It was called Trattoria di Gigi, and we went one night. It was close to our hotel, which was like close to Piazza di San Marco, and I just fell in love with this dish. It was spaghetti actually with tiny clams and a very plain garlic sauce, and I loved it. And I mean, it was one of these things, you know, I'd wake up thinking about it. I hate to admit, but I have to tell you a funny story. When we were there, I asked for Parmesan cheese, and which I love on pasta, and George said
that in Italy you don't put Parmesan or any kind of cheese on seafood.
And sure enough, I think I asked for it twice, and the waitress said, sure, in Italian, of course, and never brought it. But I just thought that was funny. But we did go back 2 or 3 times, and definitely when we go back to Venice, I'm going to be there for dinner a couple of times. So today, George is going to make that dish, which, as he said, is one of our favorites.
And we're taking 2 small liberties today. Normally this dish is made with spaghetti, angel hair, but we're going to do it with tagliatelle. Something like a flat noodle. We'll show it to you in a minute. And in Italy, you always get the clams in the shells. They're tiny, tiny baby clams. They're very tender, never chewy or rubbery. We got 2 cans of clams in broth that we're going to use. They're a wonderful product. We'll show you the cans. They're sold in all kinds of stores. We get them in the supermarkets here. They're in Costco. Easy to find. So, let's get started with pasta con vongole. We have our water boiling for our pasta. I'm going to salt it so that the pasta doesn't stick together. Here's our tagliatelle, 2 nests, and when they cook you want to stir so you gently break the nests. Now I'm going to start this saucepan with some olive oil and we're going to do garlic. And I've got this garlic press, which I love. And we've got about 4 things of garlic. You can put them in without peeling the garlic down. And I take a knife and just brush the garlic off.
So you've got about 5 cloves of garlic, George?
4 or 5.
Yeah, something like that.
Use more if you really like a lot of garlic.
Yeah. This sauce, when I had it at Trattoria Gigi, is very garlicky. And we make it that way too. So it'll stay with you for a couple of days till it goes out through your pores, the garlic.
Now I put in some ground garlic as well, just to spice it up a bit.
See what I mean? Lots of garlic.
And we're going to take and put the tagliatelle in because the water is boiling a lot. And just give it a little bit of a stir. They're not ready to open up. But you don't want to just let them in there because they'll come out as a nest and it's nasty. So we're going to do a little bit of salt. And of course, George's pepper.
Lots of pepper and garlic.
I like to use a little bit of the red pepper, the hot dried pepper. If you like it real spicy, use a little more. If you like it just a little, just put in like what I did. I don't like the red pepper, but garlic you need in this dish. The red pepper you can let out if you want. Okay, so I'm going to continue. The nests are starting to break up. And you can see they're looking good. Okay, we're putting the clams in and just giving it a stir with all that garlic and pepper and some salt. And I want to make sure that our pasta doesn't overcook, so I'm going to take a piece out. That's perfect because it called for 6 minutes. We did about 5. It's still a little bit beyond al dente, but we're going to put it in here, and that's going to make it wonderful. It's going to do that last bit of cooking. Going to take this over to our colander. And there's our tagliatelle. And now we're going to dump them into the sauce and give it a little bit of a stir. We want to get, see, I made a mess of the stove. But you know, cooking, you get things around, you get them on you get them on the stove. And that's enough because it was cooked. We just want to coat it. And now we're going to take this off the stove and we'll be right back as we plate it. All right, we're back. I'm going to plate some pasta.
I think what I also like about this recipe is, in addition to the fact that it's delicious, it's so simple. And I know that the idea of using cans is, you know, not exactly terrific, but it allows you to have this in your pantry, and if you have to make it at the last minute, you just open that can, you put all the liquid from the can, and it makes the sauce added to, you know, your delicious garlic and all the other spices in there. And so it's simple and delicious, and it's really about as low calorie pasta as you can do. And it's very healthy. There's no butter, there's no meat, just a little olive oil. So it's an enjoyable, nice dish to make, very simple.
And I don't want to lose any of these little clams because they're so delicious. And if you noticed, we used one nest of pasta per each of us, and we do that because we want to keep to one serving and not have huge servings of pasta.
So the other thing you can do, you know, here I am again, the parsley fiend, but if you put a little parsley on top, it gives a very nice little flavor bump if you like parsley. And of course I use my wonderful herb scissors, which I enjoy using, and they cut everything up very nicely for your dish.
And if you like those, you can find them on Amazon. Several people have asked us and just search under herb scissors.
There you
All right,
go.
we're going to give this dish a little taste.
You know, a friend actually, when I told her we were making this today, said, how does the sauce come out? Is it liquidy or is it thick? And I said, the way we make it, it's thin. You know, it's like a broth. It's like a clam broth. And you can make it thicker. It is liquid, it's brothy, and it's absolutely wonderful with crunchy bread, which George is going to bake tomorrow.
Yeah, and you know, if you have crunchy bread, you can soak up all this sauce. It's just wonderful. It's the best garlic bread you'll ever taste because
Yeah.
it's got the flavor of clams and garlic.
Yeah.
And we just love this dish. It's good. It's nutritious. It's not fattening if you do one serving. Just be satisfied with it. We typically have this with a glass of wine. Today we're not. And you can also, if you're using clams in the shell, you can use a ladle of the pasta water to give yourself some sauce, because we got sauce from the cans of the clams. If you want to make it less soupy, you can put in just one can of the clams and sauce, and then the second can just the clams, and that'll be less liquid.
Yeah. So.
All right.
Enjoy and talk to us. Let us know if you like it or not. Thank you.
Ciao and arrivederci.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. We hope you have enjoyed our channel. If you have, please hit the subscribe button below and the bell next to it so you get notified of new videos when they come out.